Hi, my name is Carolyn Plump. I'm 53 years old and I'm from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, a small town outside Philadelphia. I'm a professor, a lawyer, and a mother of 3 incredible children and 2 dogs. So a little bit about me. I went to college in North Carolina and then I went to law school in Massachusetts. After that I moved out to California and started practicing law for a few years and then took a year off and traveled around the world. I came back and I accepted a job as assistant counsel for the U.S. Senate in D.C. and worked there until after my 2 children were born. Then I moved back to Pennsylvania where I grew up, took some time off to be home with the kids, and eventually went back into law for a while. And then when my 3rd child was born, moved to an entirely new field in academia and accepted a position as a professor of business law and leadership at a local university in Philadelphia. So I've been thinking a lot about what skills and experience I have that might help me outwit, outlast, and outplay the other contestants. Outwit, which is the social part of the game. And I think being a lawyer, professor, and a mother has taught me a lot about people, which could be really helpful for this part of the game. So as a lawyer, I had to deal with a broad range of people, from accused criminals to hedge fund managers to senators. As a professor, I had to deal with an entirely new and foreign area of academia and figure out how to navigate among administrators and faculty and students. And then as a mother, given that my oldest and youngest are an entire generation apart in age, I had to figure out how to straddle different generations when dealing with teacher conferences and neighborhood parents, and that's taught me a lot about dealing with people. Outplay is all about strategy. Strategy is obviously an important part of the law and something I've been doing my whole life. But it wasn't just the law that helped me with this keeping calm under pressure. From a young age, I had to develop this skill. So at age 5, I actually had to hitchhike when I got separated from my family on vacation. Then there was the time that I ran out of air underwater. My husband and I were scuba diving in a remote area off the Great Barrier Reef, and I sucked on the tank and realized I was out of air and he was 20 feet in front of me. So I had to get his attention and we had to buddy breathe our way to the surface. I watched David Letterman from the time I was in high school when he first went on the air in 1982, and I always loved his top 10 lists. So I thought it'd be really fun and a chance for you to meet my family to have them discuss the top 10 reasons why I should be a contestant on Survivor. So here they are.
She was wearing buffs before they were cool.
Imagine the hashtags, the t-shirts that all say Professor Plump. Straight out of a Clue game. If she ends up winning, I'm saying Professor Plump did it on Fiji Island with an immunity idol.
She'll always be sleeping with 3 kids and 2 dogs in bed. Sleeping on the island will be large by comparison.
Think of all the parties we could have while she's out of the country.
She stared down at Cape Buffalo 20 feet from her tent and lived to have me.
After navigating the political scene in Washington, D.C., when she worked for the U.S. Senate, the social game on the island will see my child's play.
Because she's tough, I don't know, that it thing. I mean, she's awesome.
Someone with the last name Plump can always stand to lose a few pounds on a diet of rice and water.
And who better to be the sole survivor than someone who sat on the Iron Throne?
And the number 1 reason I should be cast? How can you resist stranding a professor on a deserted island? I've been a fan of Survivor since Susan's rat and snake speech from season 1. I love the physical, the emotional, the psychological aspects of the game, and I hope you'll give me a chance to compete for $1 million. If I win, I'd be the first woman in her 50s, the first professor, and the first practicing lawyer to win the title of Sole Survivor. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to meet you soon.